Ready?
My name is Ronald McKeithen. I'm the director of Second Chance at Alabama Appleseed. We are a policy, research, and advocacy group that fight to change laws in Montgomery. Any kind of laws that deal with people that are struggling in Alabama. We save lives. We get people out of prison that are serving life without parole and haven't done it, that hasn't committed, a violent crime to the point where no one was injured. And these guys have served like 20, 30, 40 years. And it's like a slow, agonizing death sentence. And so we've been able to get like 21 guys out. I was the second guy that got out. I'd served 37 years, and I've been working for them for probably 3.5 years, probably as long as I've been out there. I've just been promoted to the director of Second Chance. And now, what we're doing now, we're trying to pass a bill that will open doors to get other guys out of prison. You'd be surprised that so many men, particularly black men, are in prison serving life without parole sentences and haven't physically harmed anyone. They may have 3 priors because they were sentenced under that, what we call the bitch law. And that what they were sentenced under, and so they've been forgotten. And most times we try to talk to DAs and judges. A lot of them understand it, but so many politicians, they don't want to take the chance of tarnishing their record. They know this guy deserves to be out, but some of them feel like, okay, he did the time, he did the crime, he served the time. But what we regret is that politicians are so eager to climb the ladder that they don't want to take a chance or the risk of helping somebody and they get out and do wrong. Because once they do that, other politicians are going to come at them like sharks. You're soft on crime because you did this person got dead. And so, in a sense, it seems like these guys in prison are like pawns. And to be honest with you, I've said it a number of times that Alabama prison system is a modern-day plantation. And Alabama seriously don't want to let their slaves go. Things haven't changed. And what our organizations do, we try to save lives. And that's what I love what I do. Because most of the guys that we get out, I know I'm out of certain time. And I think one of the most blessed experiences I've had is to be in my car or SUV and have like 7 of us in there, and all of us a certain time, and all of us, they thought that they were going to die in there. I even thought I was going to die in there. But when Alabama Appleseed, all of a sudden the lawyer showed up, and the next thing I know, I'm free. And I'm out here just living a wonderful life.
Legal services is here, so if anybody needs to see them and those
that's about, you want to actually, I'm good, I'm better with Q&A.
Eviction lawyer, if you got something you need expunged off your record, tell me what else quickly y'all do. Where are they?
Could you tell me how Appleseed ties with the Second Chance that you're?
Well, that's our whole motto. That everybody believes in second. Everybody deserves a second chance. That's what we believe in.
Right, but are they 2 separate organizations, or are they? Is Appleseed also in conjunction with Second Chance, or is this just okay?
Right now, we're just now going to put out some videos because our new slogan is "Believe in Second Chance," and I'm living proof of Second Chance. I used to do this thing when I go talk to people. I would talk about our organization, talk about our clients, and I would wait till like the last minute and let people know that I was except for one that I got now that I served 37 years, and people be like, "Whoa, wait a minute, you're not the image of someone that just got out of prison." And that's what we're trying to prove, that the media, movies, they gave this image out that everybody's in prison deserves to be there. That if you let them out, they're going to continue to commit crimes. But when I was there, I had friends and different people where, let's say that they don't have any programs or classes. We would start our own classes. We did a podcast and that is on Spotify now. It's called Correction, Survival of the Fittest, with Jefferson County Memorial Project. We have on their website, what is this? It's called Liberated Voices, where we got art, writing. We did a newsletter inside the prison. It was so many things that we were doing in prison that people don't know about. And a lot of times that we had, like one friend, he came to me, he had a book he found in the library, it was on debate. And I'm like, okay, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Next thing you know, we started a debate class. And it got so good that the administration wanted to make it a part of their curriculum. I like to draw. That's just my pastime. And so I got so good at it that I started a beginner's art class. And then when they got so good, I started just a record for advanced art class. And that was my thing. If I wasn't teaching art, I was a tutor at J.F. Ingram. I've worked for Gaston State in prison, J.F. Ingram, also UAB. And And so I was familiar with all these colleges because of the work I was doing through them to try to bring education to get people to come to classes. And I think that's one of the reasons why people kind of started paying attention to me because of what I was doing. This reporter, Beth Shelbourne, I think she was the first one that put me on the map when she did this article called Castaways. And this was the first news thing she did about because we was involved in this UAB literature series where every second Tuesday for 11 months, a different professor would come from UAB and talk to us about what they do. And we had so many guys that was going up there because really they was like coming to visit me because I enjoyed just being around people teaching me something new. And so when it came time, when we happened to get this first guy out, Adam Kennard, he was expecting I even talked to him, he was expecting to just go to court and get a sentence reduction from a life without the life. But after the judge saw the paperwork and stuff, she said, no, he let him go scot-free, not on parole. And so all of our clients are so blessed we're not on parole. We're not still chained to the state where we're paying these, having to report urinalysis and all of that. And that's a blessing what we do. Everybody we get out, they're not on parole. And we even get their voting rights back. I mean, this is to the point where everything, when we get a client out, we get all the medical. I teach guys, I'm giving driver's license. Helping to get the driver's license, eyeglasses, dental. And we don't just give them a bus ticket and an address. We take them to each one of these places and let them go through the process. And so really, after 2 or 3 months, they've either whipping themselves back in society, become productive members of society. We have guys that are driving CDLs all over the country. We've had 2 weddings, and I just happen to be the best man at both weddings. I'm talking about some beautiful weddings. One was in the park, and one is at this church. I think we have a documentary out on one of the weddings called Love Without Parole. And we also have another documentary out called 188 Years, and we also have one called Second Chance. And this is where we have me and other clients talking about the second chance and just gratitude, man. If you can be around these guys and experience the gratitude, and it's like, and this is the beautiful thing about it, they recognize that we care about them. That whenever they come around us, they love coming by the office. And they're never outside of our wing. They can be got an apartment, they can be got married, they can be got everything they need, but they know they can always come back to us about anything, and we'll try to assist them, whether it's advice, whether it's money, whether it's just anything. Because we're going to make sure that it's, like usury interest, okay, they will give you what you need, and okay, do the best you can. But with us, we're going to teach you what you need, show you how to do it. So we won't have to be there holding your hand, because I say we take them through the process. Because I don't want to be around these guys that need us like 4 or 5 years later. We got to take them to the bank because they don't know how to talk to the bank teller. They don't know how to use an ATM. And so we teach them as they go along. And that's why so many of our guys are so interested in being a part. I'm going to have to go and talk at a church or go talk here or something. It's nothing for me to bring a couple of guys with me.
And I know I did hear you, not to interrupt, sorry, but I did hear you say that Appleseed was stationed in Montgomery. But it's Alabama, it's statewide, right?
No, well, we have also Montgomery and Birmingham that we deal with in Alabama. But we have Appleseeds all in Hawaii and stuff. But each of our Appleseed organizations do different things. We're the only organization that directly just get people out of prison.
And are you guys looking to have our headquarters in Selma? Or
well, all this stuff I'm talking about we're just doing a handful of people. Just a handful. We don't have this big organization. We just have 2 people that work in Montgomery. And I think we may have like 7 people that works at our office.
Okay.
And so we don't have 2 lawyers, 1 case manager, 1 social worker. We have a policy director, interns. And then this thing, when we go to, I've been to UAB and talked to Coleman, but students, like, they want to be interns. Students that study law, they get in line trying to be interns. And I tell them, hey, it's like signing up for Harvard. You can sign up, but I can't guarantee you're going to get in. But we have interns that come and work with us. So we had interns that go back, finish college, and come back and work with us. And like, we have people just want to just come and volunteer, because a lot of times we may need help with transportation. People love to give them transportation. Also, we have churches that would up and just help them. Like, just like right now, if I have a client that's going to get an apartment, I can put this, we call it something where we put on Facebook or something to where, okay, these people start donating stuff, to where like, they don't have to like buy their furniture and all of that. I have this thing where I call a starter kit. You might have to go to a thrift store and get certain things, but in time you'll be able to get new stuff. But yet you might have people that want to send 5 microwaves to the office, 5 or 4 irons and stuff like that. And so these guys, we want to fix it so they don't have to stress, they don't have to worry about anything. Because when you're in prison, you make this plan of what you want to do when you get out. And once you get out, you realize that your family is not either there for you as they said, or they're not financially able to really help you. They don't even know how to explain to you how to go and do this and that. And that's why we give this wraparound service. Well, they don't really have to worry about anything.
Right. So with something like today, so you would say that y'all travel to boost awareness about the organization?
Well, who was invited here? This thing, a lot of people hear about what we're doing and they invite us to come and either speak or set up a table and show.
Okay.
And it got to the point to where we invited some everywhere. I might pop over the news talking about voting rights or something. I might end up at the legislature trying to talk to some senator or something, or talking before the legislature, or talking before the Reentry Commission. I've had to do all of this stuff, and to be honest, I don't really like doing it, but I have to do it because I don't like talking to public. I don't like having to do this because it makes me nervous and stuff. But I've seen the effect it has on people, and because of that, and then I have so many people, friends in prison that are struggling trying to survive, and that we're trying to get out. And if you can see the hope that we've given guys in prison, because a lot of guys in prison gave up. Yeah. That's why you hear a lot of guys like getting on fentanyl, drugs, and committing suicide. Because the parole board for maybe a couple of years, they started setting people off 5 years, everybody. I have a friend in there, he had a life sentence. He did 32 years, not one disciplinary. 90% of his time he worked in the chapel. Went up for parole, they set him off 5 years. And when you got people in prison that have done everything they can to get out, and then they go to parole, and then and you meet the guidelines to make parole, but they're gonna set you off 5 years. They're gonna, next thing you know, they're smoking crack or something. They're gonna start drinking. They're shooting drugs. They're going off on people like, I can't deal with it. You'll have guys saying, get in an argument, someone will make you kill me. When in reality, that was just saying, I want you to kill me because I don't have the guts to kill myself, but I'm tired of this. Because I confess to you, I thought about suicide. I was in there. I didn't want to, disappoint my grandmama, even though she was dead, but she looking down on me. But that situation is so ugly that it's a mental strain every day. And some guys become institutionalized. But my thing was that I see how the guys going out. I'm like, I'm not going to go out like that. And so I just started focusing on taking class. I started collecting certificates like some folks collect butterflies, Every class that came, I was trying to get in it to where it got to the point where I was teaching class. And then the administration had me working with them in certain classes as facilitators and stuff. And it was just something I started doing. And to be honest, I told a lot of people, I told guys in there, they'll tell me, man, you're the only one that got out here and did what you said you was going to do. And I tell them, no, dog, I ain't never said that. I never said I was going to come out here and do all this and that. But somehow, God, the people I was involved with, just steered me to this where right now it's become my purpose. That's all I know how to do. And it's people that actually been trying to pull me and like get me somewhere else and work, but no, I want to do what I'm doing now. Because it's one thing to work for an organization and doing this and that, but I'm actually helping to get guys out. I'm getting my friends associated out. I'm getting guys out that's sitting back there depending on us to one day be able to get them out. And that's I'm actually doing something I love. And if you do what you love, you'll love doing it. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the main reason why I wanted to speak with you. And I think that pretty much wraps it up because you did a great job